Anning leads with her eyes. That was clear even the first time we met, when she was but a girl. Her eyes are button brown and bright, and she has a fossil hunter's tendency always to be looking for something, even when on the street or in a house when there is no possibility of finding anything of interest. It makes her appear vigorous, even when she is still. I have been told by my sisters that I too glance about rather than hold a steady gaze, yet they do not mean it as a compliment, as I do with Mary. I have long noted that people tend to lead with one particular feature, a part of the face or body. My brother John, for instance, leads with his eyebrows. It's not just that they form prominent tufts above his eyes, but they are the part of his face that moves the most, tracing the course of his thoughts as his brow furrows and clears. He is the second eldest of the 5 Philpot siblings, and the only son, which made him responsible for 4 sisters after our parents' death. Such circumstances will move anyone's eyebrows, though even as a boy he was serious. My younger sister, Margaret, leads with her hands. Though small, their fingers are proportionately long and elegant, and she plays the piano better than the rest of us. She is given to waving her hands about as she dances, and when she sleeps, she throws her arms above her head, even when the room is cold. Frances has been the only Philpot sister to marry, and leads with her bosom, which I suppose explains that. We Philpots are not known for our beauty. Our frames are bony, our features strong. Moreover, there was really only family money enough for one sister to marry with ease, and Frances won the race, leaving Red Line Square to become the wife of an Essex merchant. I have always admired most those who lead with their eyes, like Mary Anning, for they seem more aware of the world and its workings. That's why I get on best with my eldest sister, Louise. She has grey eyes like all the Philpots and says little, but when her eyes fix on you, you take notice. I have always wanted to lead with my eyes as well, but I have not been so fortunate. I have a prominent jaw, and when I grit my teeth, more often than I ought, for the world frustrates me, it tenses and sharpens like an axe blade. At a ball once, I overheard a potential suitor say he did not dare ask me to dance for fear of cutting himself on my face. I have never really recovered from that remark. It explains why I am a spinster, and why I dance so seldom. I have longed to move from jaw to eye, but I have noticed that people do not change which feature they lead with, any more than they change in character. And so I am stuck with my strong jaw that puts people off, set in stone like the fossils I collect. Or so I have thought. I met Mary Anning in Lyme Regis, where she has lived all her life. It was certainly not where I expected to live. London was, of course, specifically Red Lion Square, where we Philpots grew up. Though I had heard of Lyme, as one does of seaside resorts when they become fashionable, we had never visited. We usually went to Sussex towns such as Brighton or Hastings during the summer. When she was alive, our mother was keen for us to breathe the fresh air and bathe in the sea, for she subscribed to the views of Dr. Richard Russell, who had written a dissertation about the benefit of seawater, to bathe in and to drink as well. I refused to drink seawater, but I did swim sometimes. I was at home by the sea, though I never thought that would become a literal truth. 2 years after our parents' death, however, my brother announced at dinner one evening his engagement to the daughter of one of our late father's solicitor friends.